Welcome back, guys. We're gonna talk about a very powerful subject, a very important subject, and this is the law of assumption and what is called the confirmation bias. Now, this is one of the main reasons. The confirmation bias is one of the main reasons why a lot of people struggle to truly apply the law of assumption. This is one of the main reasons why we keep on living our old beliefs, our old reality. We take one step forward, two steps back. We have this yo-yo effect in our result, never really breaking through what we want, even though we know everything we need to know about the law of assumption, law of attraction, or changing your life or whatever. The challenge is that the confirmation bias is keeping you stuck in your old beliefs, in your old assumption of yourself, in your old self-concept. Now, if you have no idea what the confirmation bias is, I'm going to explain to you very simply what it is. In the simplest way, confirmation bias is nothing more than a tendency that our brain has to look for evidence around us to support the belief system that we have. Whether it's about a thing, whether it's about yourself, whether it's about the world, it's simply a tendency that we have to look for evidence to confirm and reinforce the current belief system that we have. So let me give you an example. Let's say that a person really wants to grow in their career. They want to get the promotion, the raise, the fame, and everything that they want in their career. But subconsciously, they feel not good enough. Not good enough to get that raise, not good enough to get that promotion, just not good enough, right? See, because of that belief and that self-concept, what the confirmation bias is going to do is that it's going to look for evidence in the external world to reinforce that belief. And it's going to go further into downplaying or even discarding completely any form of evidence that suggests the opposite. So for example, the person might go to work and something goes wrong. There's delay in their work, the client is not happy, the boss is criticizing them, something's happening, and they take it all personally. And they get this, see, I knew it is not working, see, I suck, see, this is not working. But equally, they discard the praises, they discard all those projects that work out very well, all the amazing work and talents and abilities and ideas that they have. They push it down, they beat themselves up, they lower their self-esteem and self-image, and they only look for evidence that supports the belief system. Now, what that does is that it reinforces the grip of that belief system and that self-image on themselves and their life. So what happens next is that it perpetuates the current situation. They end up trapped in this vicious cycle where on one hand, I really want to rise. I want to get the raise, the promotion. I really want to grow in my career. But because of that inner subconscious belief and the confirmation that then comes in, reminding them constantly in the 3D that nothing is working for them, that they're not good enough, that they suck, they end up procrastinating, they end up suffering, they end up trapped in a situation that matches the current belief system. And so they don't get the raise, don't get the promotion, unless maybe they work super hard for a long amount of time and they force it and they kind of make their way through a lot of pain and suffering. So you see, the confirmation bias keeps us trapped in the preconceived subconscious beliefs that we have, because we spend so much time, so much energy to be who we are, right? Just think about how much evidence you have to stack up your current self-image, your current beliefs about yourself, about money, about the world, about what you can do. And a lot of this, you're not even aware of it. Over 90% of those beliefs that run your life, we're not even aware of it. We just live by them. So this is the pickup. This is where the law of assumption gets challenged really hard by this confirmation bias, and why a lot of people end up being stuck on the old reality and always ultimately coming back to the self-concept. So what I see a lot of clients do is that they get a little break, right? They get a big win or something like this, but it's very inconsistent. One day they win hard, and they get this euphoria of everything working, and then before they know it, boom, they're back in the old level. One step forward, two steps back. But the good news in this is this. The confirmation bias works both ways. It works not only on negative beliefs and negative assumptions that we create, but also on the positive one, equally. It doesn't differentiate. It just shows you evidence to reflect your belief system. And this is where we can use the law of assumption and the confirmation bias, the natural tendency that we have to look for evidence to reinforce the new assumption that will get us where we want to go. And this is so important to understand. And I'm going to give you a 2 simple step formula that you can apply in your life that you see is extremely simple. It's common sense and it works simply because of this natural tendency that we have to look for confirmation. But when you take control of this consciously, it's going to 10x the law of assumptions for you and really fundamentally sink in that new belief that you're trying to install in yourself at the subconscious level using the confirmation bias. So here's how it works. The first thing really is to identify where you are, right, and what you want. This, in the example that I gave you, is that person really want to raise, they want to grow, they want a promotion in their career, but they also feel not good enough to get it. So once you identify what you want, but you also identify your current self-image, your current self-concept that is creating the situation that you have, you naturally know, and we talked a lot about this in our previous videos, you naturally know that who you are, your beliefs about yourself, your self-concept must change before your result change. Because you are where you are because of who you are. Who you are, your self-concept, your beliefs about yourself, the assumptions that you have subconsciously brought you where you are and keep on perpetuating that reality. So really the first step is to identify where you are and what you want, and then to ask yourself this question: what do I need to affirm differently about myself for me to get the result that I want, for me to manifest and create what I want? So in this example, instead of feeling I'm not good enough to get the promotion, I suck, or whatever the belief might be, a new belief, a new self-concept to affirm, to embody would be, for example, I am good enough to get promoted. I am good enough to get a raise, to get a promotion. I create a phenomenal job. I am very good at what I do, and I do it with ease. That could be one affirmation, one sense of a new identity. So this, once you identify that affirmation, okay, it's about, step 1 is about embodying it, living it, affirming it. And I gave you a lot of tools in this channel, whether it's affirmations, whether it's imagination, whether it's visualization and the feeling wheel technique, or any of the other tools I speak about in this channel. You can use whatever you like to affirm this, to live it, to become it, and to create that new self-image. If we take the idea of just affirming, you write it down somewhere and you affirm it many times throughout the day and you really saturate your mind with that new self-concept, that would be step 1. And you gotta do that with repetition because the subconscious mind learns through repetition. Then step 2 is to consciously use the confirmation bias. So we talked about what it is, right? It's an unconscious way of looking for evidence to support a new belief. So instead of waiting for us to subconsciously do it, let's do it consciously. Let us consciously look for evidence that support the new affirmation, the new identity that you have. So you can go through your life, you can go through your day-to-day life and simply look for evidence to be like, you see, I'm right. I did a good job today. I got praised at work today. I nailed this project. I made it before the deadline. See here, that idea was so good. See here, I'm so good at what I do. See, that little thing that happened today, it's a confirmation. It's an evidence that I am right, I deserve, I will get this promotion, it's happening. This is how you consciously use the confirmation bias to cement that new identity, that new belief at the subconscious level. Because what's going to happen very soon is that your subconscious mind is going to take over. And when your subconscious mind starts to take over, you're going to naturally, automatically start to look for evidence. And when that does, you create a new vicious cycle, but that is positive, that is helping you and propulsing you toward getting exactly what you want. So this, in a 2 simple steps, is exactly how you can use the confirmation bias to work for you instead of against you. But equally, and this is a bonus, I want to invite you to challenge all the evidence that you are looking for in your life that keep on reaffirming old realities and old beliefs. And how do you do that? It's very simple. Let's say you go to work and all of a sudden you got this old thought, that old voice of being like, see, it didn't work out again. See, my client didn't buy again, I suck, right? Instead of buying into that voice, instead of buying into that evidence, ask yourself, is this really true? Is this really all it means? What else could it mean? How can I turn this into something better? By simply challenging that evidence, you can break the grip and awake to the fact that that old belief, that old evidence does not need to stay the truth. So this, my friend, is how you can use the law of assumption and the confirmation bias to transform your life, to transform your reality, and to anchor a new belief and self-concept in your life. Let me know what you think down in the comment, guys. If you have any form of question, write it down in the comment. As always, thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe to help me grow and reach more people. I'll see you in my next video. Be well.